Whew, that was a long one. Hope you guys enjoyed all this. We just did a three-part show, a three-segment show talking about the Reflect Media Chromat solution, chroma key solution, where we are removing backgrounds using a seemingly simple gray backdrop, which is hanging right there, with a magical ring of LEDs that just shines the light onto the backdrop, bounces right back into the lens, and gives you that perfect green key. It's crazy cool. If somehow you're watching this video and haven't seen all the videos that preceded it, start with this one here. Just click on that one there, start there, and you can work your way through. This is the Q&A show. This is where we answer the questions, or at least try to answer the questions that have been coming up. So let me pull up the chat list of the chat room here and see what is going on. All right, so earlier in the day here, seems like 3 hours ago, Mr. Jason Joseph asked, what is lighting you right now? Lighting me. So when this was first set up, we had that gray backdrop right behind me. The lighting on me has not changed at all since then, so his question is still valid, is what is setting up the lighting here. I have on here 3 large LED panels behind diffusers that are lighting me, so I have a nice, big, very even spread. I also have another light up here that is shining on the table, so if I'm doing something tabletop, you guys can see that a little bit better. And then in the background, there are 2 lights out of frame of camera that are giving me a little bit of a backlight. So let's turn that off, a little bit of backlight, and we can see that Betty is being totally overblown by that backlight. See, this is too close here. Let me move her out of the way because that's really distracting. Please don't fall over. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and then up here, so the light there's 2 more lights up there that are illuminating this background area here. So it's a lot of lights. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 lights that light this set. I think I got them all. So that, Jason Joseph, is the lighting setup. SRO Digital says you could kid Sean Mark Nipper into thinking you're at a whiskey distillery. I think I saw that Sean's watching. Yes, Sean is here as well. Sean's in Florida right now. He says he needs a whiskey. It's a little early, Sean. Even over there, it's a little. Yeah, the whole green screen thing. He's saying that from reference when I put the beach scene behind me, which I would pull up again right now, but I can't because my green screen is now way over there. All right. Bart Johnson had a good question. He says, what happens if you have a subject with glasses and there is some reflection of the LED ring in the glasses? Okay, well, that's going to be no different than getting reflection off of any other light in your environment. If you're shooting someone with glasses, you really want to make sure that they have polarized lens, or is it anti-glare lenses? Sorry, not polarized, anti-glare lenses, so that they're much less likely to pick up any of those reflections. Or one of the old tricks, if you can, is take the glasses out, right? They have frames, so they're wearing glasses, but there's actually nothing there. And obviously that's not always an option. If your subject can no longer see, that's not going to work. But lenses that are anti-glare is definitely going to help with that. There is absolutely a possibility that you would see a reflection of the green LED in there. Now, whether it would actually become part of the key or not is going to definitely depend on what that subject is. And I don't think glasses that would happen, but I was able to take, I took my phone, right, a mirrored surface of the phone, and I took a compact mirror. That's what worked. I took an actual compact mirror, little makeup mirror, and I was able to catch the light in a way that it was becoming part of the key. So yeah, reflective surfaces, highly reflective surfaces, could potentially be a problem with this type of a setup. So as with anything, there's advantages and disadvantages of it. So if you're shooting, vodka bottles, you may not really be able to get away with this setup. But then again, maybe you could, I don't know, you'd have to try it. I think it'd be fun to do. Sean talking about the whiskey. Sean, love your whiskeys. All right, Bart says, I don't know much about it, but another alternative green screen lighting tool is the Flowlight Cyclite. I'm not familiar with that. Not sure how well it works. Never seen anyone use it in the wild. Flowlight Cyclite. Let's just take a quick look. This is the fun part about the Q&A show. We can just look stuff up. So, Flowlight Cyclite. Oops, Cyclite. Let's see what this is. This is kind of weird looking. What is this thing? The Flowlight Cyclite on B&H. Very interesting stuff here. What have we got here? There's green screen tech is so cool. Whoa, that's kind of creepy looking. 3D final output evenly lights a cyc with a single unit. Interesting. Okay, so that's for shining a green light onto an existing cyc background. Ah, cool. Fascinating. So many different tools, so many different ways to do this. Neat. Thank you for sharing that. Sean says, you wish you could be helping out on today's episode. Oh, well, I appreciate that. But you're wasting your time away in Margaritaville. Working is what you meant to say. Sure you were. Sure you were. SRO Digital, cannot believe I just wore that wig. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it, didn't you? All right, well, that's it. That's it for questions. No big, tough questions here, huh? Well, I guess that means I did the show properly. So again, if you have any questions and you're watching live, it's your last chance to get them in. If you're watching this not live and you have questions, well, you know what to do. Stick them in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to get to them in a timely manner. Sometimes I just answer the questions in line. Sometimes I turn them into a show. So that means you always got to watch the show. Subscribe, hit that bell to get notified and all that good stuff. Make sure that you know what's coming up next. Hey, again, a big special thanks to the DVE store. These are the guys who made today's show completely possible. I super, super, super appreciate it. And one more time, if you do want more information about what you've seen here today, head over to dvestore.com/reflectmedia. Their kits are available for sale and for rent, so you can have this entire really super cool green screen setup in your studio or your job if you need to. And again, if you don't need to buy it, if you just need it for a short time, you can rent the kit there as well. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on Wednesday for a live interview. We're actually going to be doing interviews for the next 3 shows, which isn't normally how I like to do things, but that's just how it kind of fell together. So we're going to have other people on the show for the next few shows. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you around. Bye-bye.